don't really want to have to talk about this. It's just, just look at it. It's a mess. It's all gone wrong. I knew it was going too well. Hello everyone and welcome back to more Norwich City bouncing back, and it was brilliant. We beat Arsenal, it was going so well, and we haven't won a league game since last time, which is not great when you consider the manner of some of them. It started off so well after that completely and utterly non-existent game between us and Everton, which was a 0-0. Well, we got a 0-0 away at Man City. That's a great result. Really pleased with that one. Not bad at all. Jack Butland saved a penalty. He was inside because Nick Pope has been injured, as well as Jamal Lewis. Greg Taylor played well in Lewis's absence. It was a really good performance defensively, if nothing else. Great point. But since then, well, no. A 0-0 with Brentford, which, okay, at least we didn't lose, considering what happened earlier on in the season, but still not ideal. But, then we were 2-0 up against Crystal Palace at half-time. It was looking like 3 points, looking like everything's going to be absolutely fine. No worries at all. But then we just can't hold on to a lead sometimes. I guess this does happen, but it seems to happen to us a lot. Tony Weston here, who is, I believe, starts the game at Rangers. He's not awful, I suppose, but he's nothing truly special. Does have quite a good record, to be honest. But yeah, he scored a hat-trick in the second half. 48th minute, straight after half-time. I was like, yeah, okay, not great. Let's tighten up. We did. And then they got a goal in the 84th minute. Equalised, so decided to go for it a little bit. So obviously then scored in the 94th minute. This is at least the third time this season that we have thrown away points, and indeed in this case completely thrown the game away in the final minute of injury time. Perhaps it's a byproduct of playing so many games in quick succession, but it does seem to happen with more regularity than it has done on previous games, and certainly more than real life. Very frustrating, but there we go. We then managed to actually win the FA Cup 5th round game against Burnley. That was good. James Maddison, who has been, frankly, a disgrace this season. He's got 7 assists. He got 5 of those by the time of the second episode, but back in October. He's got 2 assists in the league since then, and none in any other competition. 2 goals. I don't, for the money we've paid and what I was expecting from him, from his attributes, he's not done anything. He hasn't scored a single free kick. I don't even think I've seen a single highlight of him taking a direct free kick at all. We have scored some goals headed in from his free kicks, but I've never seen him have an attempt on target from a free kick. So either we haven't got any, or he's just been completely awful at them. Anyway, we did make it through there, which is obviously very good, and we have got a pretty decent draw against Brighton at home in the quarter-final. There's still United in there, still Chelsea. So yeah, but Liverpool are gone, Arsenal are gone, City are gone, Spurs are gone. This is potentially a semi-final, hopefully, and maybe who knows after that. But then as terrible and unforgivable as the Crystal Palace result was, the following game against Southampton, well, I don't really know what to say at all. It was poor. We didn't really deserve to win the game, but I think a draw would have been probably a fair reflection. We didn't really create all that much. The attacking players all with pretty poor performances. Midfield not doing well. Defence, Tarkowski wasn't good. Nick Pope, again, at fault for Southampton's goal. He did one of his special things of just kicking the ball straight to the opposition. So not very good. I've had a chat with Nick. He's not very happy because I've criticised him. Basically said to me that it's okay that he plays such risky passes because that's what he's supposed to do. It isn't what he's supposed to do. He's never been told to do that, and I've now severely edited his instructions to basically say you're not allowed to kick the ball anywhere except the guy straight in front of you. So probably score an own goal today or something like that. Not happy with him at all. I think we have tweaked the instructions a little bit. I didn't realise this wasn't on anyway. The distribution type, I explicitly put it on take short kicks. It wasn't on that before, but it was on this. So don't take long kicks. And yet for some reason that's still what he did anyway, regardless of that. But we now explicitly just put it on take short kicks. So that means we won't. He never threw it out anyway. He never rolled it out anyway. At least this way, hopefully he won't just kick it long. I've also edited his instructions on an individual level to try and address that as well. And he's now a sweeper keeper on defend rather than support. Just I'm not happy with him, because as amazing as he is at saving, he does just do really stupid things with his distribution, and that's partly a product of he doesn't have good kicking, he doesn't have good passing, but he's not being asked to do that. At no point, none of our instructions would lead him to play long goal kicks as with the regularity that he does. So he needs to sort it out. But anyway, right, that's the rant over. Let's get on with today. We are going to be playing the second round knockout games of the Europa League, and this time we have to play 2 legs, not just one, which is annoying. And this time our opponents are going to be Hertha Berlin. They're the enemy of the people. If you know, you know. Yeah, not a bad draw, I don't think. They are currently in 6th in the Bundesliga, so kind of similar level side to us, really, I suppose. This is the draw. There's plenty of big sides left in, certainly compared to last year. We've got Porto, we've got both Milan clubs. Spurs, of course, still in there. Leipzig, AZ Alkmaar have been knocked out by RB Leipzig, which I suppose is at least something. But it's going to be a lot tougher for us to get through than it was last year. How we didn't win it last year, I don't know. We need to win it, because otherwise we will not be getting in the Champions League. Our recent poor form has basically now allowed Chelsea to open up a 5-point gap with a game in hand. So we will almost certainly not be qualifying for the Champions League through the league, which is frustrating. We're level on points with Everton. Spurs a little bit behind, and there's a bit of a gap to Sheffield United. So hopefully once again 7th place will be enough for at least some form of Europe, but yeah, we're not going to be in the Champions League unless we win the Europa League. Chelsea winning their game in hand, they've gone well clear of us now. I mean, that's the annoying thing. They're going up to 2nd. City and Liverpool have been in relatively patchy form recently, so if we'd beaten Palace and if we'd beaten Southampton, we would be right in the conversation for 2nd and 3rd place. I mean, the title is pretty much out of the question, but very frustrating. But at the end of the day, it's still only our 4th season. We have been in Europe 2 seasons running now, despite only having 3 straight years in the Premier League since promotion. I want this save to go on for quite a long time, at least for 10 seasons, so we don't want to be doing too well too quickly. Anyway then, the team for this one, we're hoping for a reaction after the poor performances in the last couple of league games. I mean, the performance against Burnley in the Cup was actually really, really good, but yeah, unfortunate either side of that. Hopefully some cup action here will spark them back into life. Nick Pope, with his newly restricted role, is going to be in goal, because Jack Butland didn't really do that much better. Greg Taylor is going to be at left back. Mepham, Tarkovsky and Aarons is the defence. Winks is going to be at the base of the midfield with Calvin Phillips and James Maddison. We need to see more from him. I've told him off. I just want to see him put a free kick in. That would be good. Buendia is going to be on the right hand side. Cantwell is going to be on the left in place of Lookman, who's been his usual poor form recently, and Adamida, of course, is going to be up front. It's been, I mean, you look at the average ratings there, they're all really, really good. Certainly when you compare it to last season, the year before, last season, Buendia was the only guy above a 7. Well, there's a lot more guys above a 7 or very close to a 7 this year. It's been a really good year. It's just frustrating because it could have been so much better, and just a few little silly results here and there have kind of cost us. But it is part of the building process. Let's see if we can get through the Europa League second round here. And well, Berlin, they have got they got Wagnermann, of course. They start with him, I believe, and they've got Rayan Cherki, who's of course very, very, very good. So we'll see what we can do. Apparently we're considered to be massive underdogs for this. Huge underdogs. Huge. Really, I don't really think that. I mean, maybe not the favourites, but I mean, I wouldn't say we're huge underdogs. We're going for this one. I want to see if we can get something in this one. I don't even mind if we lose. It's the first leg away from home. As long as we can at least get on the score sheet, that would be good. That away goal could prove very, very crucial indeed. Let's see what we can do. Nick Pope is there. You look, right? He's done it. He's listening. Short passing, and unbelievably, that didn't result in the ball being given away. We're now working a chance through the middle. Ida trying to find Buendia. Gives the ball away there. I don't mind losing it too much there. It's when we lose it right in front of the goal because Nick Pope decides to just kick it to someone wearing a different coloured shirt to our players. Buendia across. Great opportunity. Cantwell really should have hit the target. Positive signs already because the distribution was actually not terrible. Looking to work it through the middle now. Phillips to Maddison. Short pass to Cantwell. Cuts inside. Very involved so far. Ida holds it up well. Turns. Phillips holds it up even more. Back to Winks. Very patient. No one taking any unnecessary risks with the passes or with any sort of pointless shots. Taylor cross in. Knocked away. They've got Mohamed Daramy as well. Always quite a dangerous player, but he's well shut down by Harry Winks. Buendia plays it forwards to his good friend Adamida on the right hand side. Needs a bit of support. It's headed away, and we still are looking to very patiently work a chance through the middle this time. Aaron's looking to put a cross in for Ida. It's blocked and then bundled in by James Maddison for his 4th of the season. Very long move, but very, very patient, sensible play, keeping the pressure up. And then when we finally get the opportunity, Maddison on hand for a simple, run into the goal. But he needs that given his questionable recent form. Well, 1 away goal already in the bag. Let's get ourselves a few more and put ourselves in the box seat for this one. Tarkovsky plays it forward. Loads of room for Aaron's. Cuts inside. He's going to take it on himself. He is going to take it on himself. It's his 1st of the season. And what a goal to get for your 1st of the season. He's done that. I think he's only scored a couple of goals in the save. He did one similar to that last year. Not prolific, but I mean, yeah, that's the kind of situation to play a longer ball forwards. Aaron's was completely unmarked. There was no one near him. He was in loads of room, and then he scores. That's what we want to see, not just aimless balls to no one for no reason. Well, Berlin looking to break from our corner. They've got men here, but we're getting back in numbers. We've managed to win possession back though pretty well from Santiago. I can never pronounce his surname, but he's tough tackling Argentinian. Maddison with a mazy run. I thought it was fouled there. Apparently it was a good tackle from Lopez. That was a bit of a dodgy pass though from Greg Taylor. He's given the ball away under very little pressure for no reason. Kuna going through. We tackled him. It's not a penalty again. Good. And we managed to just clear it out of the way. Oh, Maddison on a free kick. Is he going to do something useful with it? Puts it in. It's claimed by the goalkeeper. I want to see him have a sight of goal. I don't think I've ever seen him have a sight of goal from a free kick. I want that. Maybe we never really get fouled on the edge of the box. We get plenty of penalties, just don't seem to have many dangerous free kicks. Speaking of penalties, that looks pretty stonewall to me. Buendia fouled by Wagnerman, and if this isn't given, I seriously question the referee's eyesight, the 4th official's eyesight. It has been given, and Adam no doubt will be on this one. Steps up confidently to make it 3. He does. 3-0 before the break. 3 away goals. I'm very happy with that. I mean, why can't it be like this all the time? That was great. That's brilliant. We're well up for this. It's just a shame we can't be bothered to do this in a game against Southampton, or I mean, we still got the second half to get through here. If this is anything like the Palace game, we'll concede 4 goals and it will all be for nothing. But let's just get a few more. Keep going. Keep the pressure on. Buendia cutting inside. Finds James Maddison. He's not far wide. Right, Buendia has it on the right hand side. Puts it across for Calvin Phillips, who's going to actually take this on. Aaron's again. Max Aaron's again. It's his well, it's not quite the semi-final of anything, but it's his Lillian Thuram moment. Hasn't scored all season. Gets 2 in 1 game. Good control from Buendia. Waits to pick his moment. Phillips and him working well together, and then it's a lovely finish from Aaron's. 2 outstanding goals from the right back today. Now the fact that these are all away goals that's very, very good. That's very, very good. But we still should not be complacent. Let's not throw things away and give them any room back into this one. That's somehow not gone in. Ridiculous, but we've got a lot of luck there. And then that is just absolutely awful. They've scored their former Chelsea youngster Deshaun Redan from, I mean, what was that, by the way? Not Nick Pope's fault this time. Chris Mepham with, what on earth is he doing? That might be one of the worst mistakes I've ever seen. Why was he trying to chip it forward? That was awful. Let's give them a lifeline. They could get another one here. We managed to clear the corner, but only as far as Rayan Cherki. Let's put him under some pressure. No, we're not. We're just going to let them come on through. They've got another one back. It's 4-2. I mean, it's a good job our away goals count for more than the 2 they've got here today. But no, I mean, this is what I mean. What is this? What is this? Why have we suddenly just decided, yeah, you know what? We're not. I mean, Nick Pope there, that was absolutely awful once again from him. I mean, we'll go defensive then. I mean, I've tried that. It doesn't make much of a difference. I don't understand why we've just suddenly stopped defending. I mean, we've conceded 2 goals there. The first one especially, purely just our own awful mistake. Luckily, we don't concede anymore though. 4-2, it was really good when it was 4-0. That was brilliant, but we've given them 2 goals back in. Obviously, our away goals are worth more, but we've made it a lot easier for them back in Norfolk, and yeah, not great really. Can you consider how dominant we were early on? Sloppy. Nick Pope, not great. Nick Pope, not great. But I'm not going to tell him off because I'm not even going to tell Mepham off because they're all happy. And given the recent dodgy performances, I don't want any more negative morale. Right, now I would be prepared to rest some people for the game against Newcastle, but I don't think we can, given the fact that we have not won a league game for quite a few matches. Yeah, 5 games in the league without a win, so we need to be winning this one. Youth intake first. Let's have a look at this one. We've got every reason to be excited about Tom Dennis. Okay, let's see. Okay, right. I mean, 20 determination and 17 bravery. That's fantastic for a centre back. 15 tackling. Nothing else really to write home about. So 4-star potential. I'm not too excited by Tom, I'm not going to lie. Curious perhaps, but not excited. Robert Schneider as well. Not really. When you consider how much we've invested into this, we've not really had anyone come through our youth intake who has been amazing. All of our best prospects have been signed from other teams. So for some reason, we are also doing the draw for the quarter-final and semi-final of the Europa League now, even though we haven't played the second leg. This episode is just very confusing for me. Everything that's happening this whole season, just so confused. Well, if we do get past Hertha Berlin, who will we be playing? It's going to be Galatasaray or Real Betis. That's not too bad. And then if we make it past them, it'll be either Porto or Rangers or Real Sociedad or Lille in a potential semi-final. So that's actually okay. Most of the tougher teams are on the other side of the draw. Spurs and Leipzig, both of them are lands as well. Yeah, not awful, but we've got to actually get there first. Right then, Newcastle, Jamal Lewis is back for this one, which is welcome news. I'll bring you the goals of this one and anything really interesting that happens. Don't think I ever actually mentioned it in the transfer episode, but we did actually agree a deal to re-sign Sean Longstaff, who of course we had on loan in our first 2 seasons before we signed Calvin Phillips, who's actually been really quite brilliant. So I'm not too bothered, but his wage demands were ridiculous, and he's ended up signing a new contract at Newcastle, and now he's the captain, which I suppose is nice. He's the modern day midfield Alan Shearer. Well, we've not been great today at all, but we have managed to get the lead. James Maddison finally doing something useful with his set pieces. This one's a corner, and Adam Eder is on hand for his 20th of the season. And we weren't great, but we managed to hold on for a very, 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 very vital 3 points, given we were apparently 19th in the Premier League form table. That will see us go up in that one. And, well, it's not seen us go up in the league table, but we are in 5th with 3 points clear of Everton. Absolutely essential that we got that win. Right then, second leg. We've got the advantage. 4 away goals. Can we screw it up, or are we going to manage to make it through? I hope we're fine. Team is going to be the same as the one that just beat Newcastle. Let's see what we can do. Right, let's just not be complacent, not throw it away. They've got Dominic, I can't say his surname as well. Hertha Berlin always seem to just sign some like really weirdly good players, despite the fact they're not really a particularly massively top level club. I had one save where they signed Jadon Sancho, like prime Jadon Sancho. Very strange. But anyway, let's not throw away the advantage we've got. Any sort of win and we go through, any sort of draw and we go through, we can lose this and we'll still be okay. We just need to obviously not concede too many goals because, well, our away goals count for a lot, and let's just not be complacent in any way, shape or form. If we can just go out there and just get a few goals of our own, extend the gap, that would be great. And, well, that's potentially a penalty early on. Buendia, that looked a little bit softer than the one in the previous leg. But it's given, though. Emi does not dive. He only goes down when he's actually been tackled. And Adam with a chance to set us surely on our way to the next round. He's not done it. It's been saved by Van der Voort in goal. Well, we've definitely dominated the opening few minutes, but it would have been nicer if that penalty had actually gone into the net. But a goal from anywhere would be good. Buendia has been fouled again by Bello. Didn't even get a booking for the first one, and this is definitely not a penalty. Right, this is a free kick. Maddison on it. Is he going to take this? Is he going to actually score? Are we going to finally see him score a free kick? No. Getting lots of room down the right hand side. Is he going to be fouled again, Buendia, or is he going to be able to actually put a cross in? Goes back to Max Aarons, whips one in, looking for anybody. Eder's there. He's managed to sort of wrestle that one into the goal. Missed a penalty, but he still always knows how to get into the right position at the right time. And this one, we're knocked down from Campbell. There's a little bit of a dinked header. I think it came off the defender. The goalkeeper nearly got there, but it was just kind of too much power on it. Maddison with a corner. If we can get another goal, this should really be that. Has another go at it. And he's got past the defender, slips it across. Madness in the box. Somehow it does not go in. First chance really for Hertha Berlin that we've seen. Ball across to Daramy, and he scored. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get the calculator out again. I hate doing this. 1-1, 5-3 overall. We've got 4 away goals. They've got 1. I mean, it's still very much advantage us, but who knows with this game? Who knows? Questionable defending for their goal as well. I think, basically, they need to get 3 goals, and then they can go through. If they get 2 goals, then it'll be 5-5, but we'll go through on away goals. So, yeah, if we could just score again, that would be good. Just don't get complacent. I mean, let's not put them off too much. Maddison, free kick. Is he going to score it? Yes, he is. He finally is. I was about to say he's on a 6.3. He's been terrible. He's doing it again, where he's just not actually doing anything with his supreme talent. But he finally has one. Finally, the first time we've seen him be able to take a direct free kick in the entire season, and he's actually scored it. 2-1, and I think now we can start to dream. I mean, as much as anyone dreams of being in the Europa League quarter-final, it's kind of more of a necessity, really. Corner from Maddison to really seal this. We have sealed it. Marcus Edwards gets it in. 3-1, 7-3. It is done. Hopefully this is just going to be just a boost to his confidence now that he's actually banged that one in. Well, 30 seconds left. It's going to be beyond a miracle. Cherky nearly scores a fantastic goal. They need, well, loads. Absolutely loads. I don't think it's going to happen for them. I think we have made it. It's just going to now be a question of who we're going to be facing. And there we go. All over. We make it through. It was easy in the end, but there were a nervy moment early on. But well done. We have managed to get past Hertha Berlin, but we've managed to beat them. We are through the next round, and we will be playing. I think it's Betis, isn't it? Yeah, they've knocked out. I'm sure that's our next opponent. We will find out in a second. Yes, there we go. Real Hispalas, which is actually Real Betis, of course. And yeah, no, that's not awful as an opponent. They're quite a decent team. They have some decent players, of course. Nabil Fekir, sort of forgotten man from Lyon, never got his move to Liverpool. They've got Musa Wag as well from Barcelona, Mark Bartra, Coquelin's there, Diego Lainez, Patrick Roberts as well, so some decent play. Bakayoko, decent plays. It's not going to be easy at all. It's quite a tricky opponent, but at least we have got past this round. So when is that going to be? Well, not far away at all. Now, it might be sort of moved around. Depends, I think, actually. If we win the FA Cup quarter-final, the semi-final might get put in there. It might be a bit later, I'm not sure. But that might get changed around. Otherwise, then it's quite nice. Both games back to back. That will be definitely what we do next time. Can we make the Europa League semi-finals again and hopefully go on to win the whole thing? It's going to be a lot more difficult than last year. And, well, we didn't do it last year, did we? But anyway, that is going to be the end of things today. We're getting towards the end of the season. Lots of tricky games left, but we're looking like we're going to be in the Europa League again, hopefully, at least the Europa League. We're looking like a pretty consistent top 6 side. I don't think we're going to get in the Champions League this year, but hopefully we can push on and at least try and win something, whether it's the FA Cup, Europa League, or at least get to a final. That would be good if we can get to a final. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe as well, and I will see you next time.